Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're going flowage fishing in Oneida County with our friend and guide, Jeff Winters.
Hey, John Gillespie!
This is a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome?
Holy!
Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, for 27 years now, I have been exploring the flowages of northern Wisconsin with my buddy Jeff Winters. Can you believe we've been fishing together 27 years?
Doesn't seem that long, does it?
Well, it's all been fun, buddy.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, but what I love about you, Jeff, is the fact that you're an expert on both the willow and the flambeau flowage, and these are two of the most beautiful spots in the, I say, the country, right?
They are. They're gems. I mean, we're so lucky to have these in our state. You know, there's no housing on them. There's nothing but fish in them. How can it get any better? Wildlife on the shores.
Yeah, we're on the Willow Flowage today, and another thing that I like about your guide service is you specialize in family guiding and teaching people how to fish, and there's really a potpourri of species in here that we're going to handle today, right?
Right. We're not out here today looking for trophies. We want to show people summer fishing. Not everybody's a jig fisherman. Some people like bobbers, some people like crankbaits, some people like plastics. We're going to try and catch fish on all of them today.
We'll get multi-species?
Multi-species. We're going to go anywhere from bluegills to walleyes.
Well, Blake couldn't sleep last night. She was so excited. And we got Josh, is your nephew, with us today?
Yes, and he's a guide on the Peaton Well down there, and he grew up here, so he knows all these waters as well as I do.
Well, we'll catch something, right?
You bet.
Hey, folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
The Kalen's Google Eye Jig features a built-in glass rattle that creates a deadly combination of sight and sound. Its shockwave rattle system has been designed to call fish in. The lifelike rattle reflects the light and adds a dimension like no other. Available in 2 styles and 13 colors.
Folks, with all the rain we've had this summer, what does that mean, Jack?
There's lots of black flies, mosquitoes, and lots of ticks.
So what do?
We use common insect repellent.
And the reason, Henry, that we use Coleman insect repellent is they have a formula for everyone in the family. For the littler kids like Jack and Christina, I like the Skin Smart DEET Free. And I just put a little bit of that on them in the morning, and that gives them 8 hours of protection. Right, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, Henry, for you and I, we're a little bit bigger, so we use the insect repellent that is called
The Sportsman formula.
Sportsman formula. It has 40% DEET in it. I put it like on you and on your legs like that, buddy. And what does that do?
That protects us from the bugs.
For 8 hours. You love your Coleman insect repellent?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hey, Blake, hand me the lure locker. That is really cool, isn't it?
It sure is.
This is a great way to keep your baits organized. This is made of a real durable ABS plastic, and it's really easy. You just grab the tackle box you want. I want the crankbaits right now. And with the Tack Logic technology, all your baits stay in place. But this is a great system to put in the boat and in your garage.
Absolutely. For more information, go to lurelock.com.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. Purpose-built for exploring tight technical terrain. And boasting next-level versatility. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, we're on the Willow Flowage with our buddy Jeff Winters. And Blake, I think the first thing that strikes me about this place is how pretty it is.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. No houses, just bunch of water.
And yeah, a real bunch.
Yeah.
And like Jeff told us, you know, we're going to be fishing for everything. So I've got a rod rigged up right here. I just got my usual Kalen's plastic on there for walleyes. And you're set up for bluegills and crappies.
Yep, I'm using my crappie scrub.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, Jeff said the fish are all all together in the same spots, the bluegills, the walleyes, and everything. And Jeff, this time of year you should be prepared with all different types of bait. What do you got with you?
I brought minnows, I brought night crawlers, we've got bobber setups, we've got crankbaits, and jigs, a little bit of everything, because we're gonna catch a little bit of everything. So, and you never know, I wanna see what does the best sometimes.
Hey, there we go. Jeff Winter is going to be the first to connect on a walleye. Do you need the net? Oh, that's a nice walleye, Jeff.
Yep.
Boy, hold that guy up there for us. That's a beautiful fish, buddy. And you know what's interesting? One of the things that I love about fishing the Willow Flowage, you love the shorelines.
Oh yeah, all your good stuff is right here. There's wood, there's weed, there's even rocks. And you got walleyes like this.
And what was that on?
That was on a jig and a minnow.
On a jig and a minnow. Now today, what is today? June 13th, something like that?
June 13th, yep.
Yeah, and you're still using minnows because of the cool spring, huh?
Right, our water temps are back in mid-May temperatures right now.
Got one there, Jeff?
I got one going here. I don't know what it is yet.
Okay.
Fighting good.
Well, there's a ton of little northern pike.
Yeah, it's a little northern.
Yeah, but I guess we'll show
better
that
northern,
to the folks. But the flowage is absolutely infested with those, right?
There's an abundance of these things.
And they hang right with the walleyes?
Yep, they live together in harmony.
Hey, Jeff, here we go, buddy. I was throwing a bobber out. Let me see what I got here. I have myself a crappie.
A small crappie.
And that's a small crappie, but this Willow Flowage, folks, has got some real beauties in it, and that is just on the crappie scrub. But I think the way that you got this thing going, too little though, right?
It's cute though.
The way that you got this going, Jeff, is you got me in the back casting a bobber out, and everybody's trying something different till we figure out a pattern, right?
Yeah, we're just seeing what's going to hit where, and once we get it dialed in, we'll attack those spots.
Oh,
what did you catch here?
I don't know.
What is that?
Oh, it's a northern.
Oh, Blake, you got to hold this up for the folks at home. This is what we call a teensy.
Hey, well, you know what I say?
Well, bring them in.
Well, sorry.
There you go.
See,
look at that. Now there is a northern pike.
What I like to say, a fish is a fish.
Right. Oh, I'm having fun with the bobber today. Hey, Blake, that's a nice little perch. You know, this actually, the Willow Flowage has some big perch, but
yeah, that's a beautiful one on the crappie scrub.
different species.
Yee.
Oh, you grabbed the
Yeah,
bobber.
Looks like
you
a
gave
gill.
it to me. Oh, another perch.
Oh, that is a perch.
Mine was bigger than this. Is bigger
No,
than
that's actually an eater perch right there.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
That is beautiful. And we had perch fish fry last night.
We did. But no, actually, Jeff, that's a pretty nice sized perch there. And this flowage is actually known for big perch, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You get some real jumbos, but they are cycling. They're coming back now. We had about 7 years where we were catching 14 inchers.
14s?
Then the crappies picked up and boomed, and now the perch are starting to come back, and we're getting a lot of perch around 10, 11.
Another perch, Jeff?
No, I got a nice bluegill this time.
Ooh, there we go. You can see, folks. Oh, that's a nice. Oh,
There's a good bluegill.
Jeff Winters. That is gorgeous.
Isn't that a pretty fish?
What do you think? That's 8.5.
8, probably 9.
Wow.
9.5 maybe even.
And you're just using a crawler on a hook?
Yep, a crawler with a gold hook.
Then you can see we're behind Jeff, how close we are to the shoreline. And what you're looking for is weed growth along these shorelines.
Yep, these pencil grass growing up, they're in there starting to spawn now. They're just starting to come in out here. So.
Jeff, that is a beautiful bluegill, buddy.
Well, I learned I have to be gentle with these pandas.
Yeah, you don't set the hook real hard. Right?
No.
She was really ripping it, wasn't she, Jeff?
Yeah, she was jerking them out of the water.
Well, let's see what we got here. We got a bunch of weeds, but we got ourselves another nice bluegill.
Wow.
Yeah. bring 'em up
Honestly,
there,
this
Blakey.
never gets old, and it's perfect for bringing kids out too. It's
Wow.
easy to learn, and
Those are world-class bluegills. Put that up to your hand. I mean, that right there is another slobby.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know too many places in Wisconsin where you get bluegills that big.
Yeah, and they're definitely schooled up right there, so I want to get my lure right, and it's the night crawler.
Yeah, but no, you were actually, when the bobber goes down, you just kind of pull instead of set real hard.
Yeah, because I lost 3 before.
What do you got on your bobber now?
I don't know, but I don't think it's a bluegill. If it is, it's a world beater.
Yeah, could be one of those little pike.
Could be, but it even feels a little better than that.
Really?
This is a nice rod, and this is pretty hefty duty.
Ooh, yeah, he's taking you out. You need the net up there?
I'm gonna. Oh, it's a big old doggy.
Oh, a dogfish.
I win the lottery.
That's Blake's favorite right there, Jeff.
Let me stay away.
And you said we'd catch one today, but it's another species.
He's not done running yet.
Whoa. All right, there we go, Blake. Go up there with Uncle Jeff and take a nice gander. You're gonna have Blake hold that up, Jeff?
Sure.
No, I was told I just have to look at it.
Yeah, now that is a dogfish, and whoa. You usually get one a day, Jeff?
7 sometimes.
Now, Blake, take a close look.
Okay.
No, she doesn't like dogfish. But no, they are just an aggressive species of fish, aren't they?
They're a world-class predator.
Wow. Well, you
Bye-bye.
can throw them back. You don't want to eat them, do you, Blake?
No, thank you.
Ooh, Blake, I'm going to need the net. This is a bigger pike.
That looks like a bigger
Ooh,
one.
yeah. If you want to eat a pike, man, that's the perfect size right there. Look at that. Jeff, that's a nice one there, buddy.
Yeah, that's an eater.
I certainly can't lift this guy in. Yeah, you're gonna have to put the net underneath this guy. Here you go, here you go. There you go. Yeah, nice pike there, Jeff.
Oh, that's a nice one for eating.
Yeah, and you know, Jeff's got the probably the best northern pike cleaner I have ever met. And this is actually a real nice one.
Yeah.
Isn't that a nice pike?
That makes up for all the little teensy ones.
Yeah, and look at how he kind of T-boned that Kalen's.
Jerk minnow.
But you know, folks, if you're going to come up to northern Wisconsin, and Jeff's got spots where you can catch plenty of pike in the 22 to 28 inch range, and Jeff, don't you agree that they are really, really good to eat?
When it comes to eating fish, northern pike will stand up to any walleye fillet ever. I have a lot of customers after they've tried them, after I boned them out and they've tried them, they ask for them now.
I go to Fleet Farm every week to find the hot new deals. Check out what I found this week. The Zebco Rome Spin Cast Combo is on sale for only $29.99. And save 15% on the Intech Easy Set pools starting at $72.24. Now those are some hot buys.
We were fishing the Willow Flowage in Oneida County, a 4-hour drive from Milwaukee, 5 hours from Chicago, and 4 hours from Minneapolis.
Kalen's whack-a-worm features a special blend of salt that adds weight to the whack-a-worm that gives it a unique quiver on the fall. It's also infused with garlic. When fish bite, they don't let go, making the Kalen's whack-a-worm the most effective finesse worm on the planet. Available in 16 colors.
Folks, I switched to Evinrude 3 years ago, and boy, am I glad I did. Listen to this. My E-Tech G2, with all its incredible power, still gives me the best fuel efficiency in the industry. And this engine is so easy to own. There's no scheduled maintenance for 5 years. You never have to change the oil, and all of that is backed by 5-year, 500-hour transferable coverage. And you know what? My E-Tech G2 really looks cool, too. Evinrude. Built right here in Wisconsin. For a dealer near you, go to evinrude.com.
As much as we're on the water, my dad has me changing the lower unit oil more than once a year. And every time it's such a mess.
Well, we may actually have the answer for that. Amsoil's Marine Gear Lube now comes in this easy pack that'll take that entire mess away.
Let me see.
All right. Okay, to use this thing, you simply insert the nozzle into the lower unit. We've already have this one drained. Rotate the bag one time. And then go ahead and squeeze the gear lube into the motor. And once it comes out the vent hole here on the top, it's full. Just like that. I'll go ahead and put the plug back in. Get the other plug in it real quick.
Wow, that was simple.
All you need is a drain pan, an Allen wrench, and the Amsoil Easy Pack.
For more information, go to amsoil.com. Folks, a lot of times we have to fish in really rough water, which causes our tackle boxes to get turned upside down, creating quite the mess.
You know, Blake, you really don't have to worry about that with lure lock. With the tack logic system we have, all of the lures stay in place all the time, no matter how rough it gets. When you're ready to fish, they're organized. All you gotta do is start casting.
Get locked down with the Lure Lock tackle box. For more information, go to lurelock.com.
What do you got there?
I don't know.
I just caught a big pike, but you're throwing a bobber out.
Yep. And
Ooh.
the weather actually warmed up, and I think that's what's helping
little
with
gill.
the fish.
Not bad.
Does the weather tend to help with these fish?
Well, when you got 37 degrees, that's a good question, because you got 37 degrees when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
These fish are going to be a little lethargic until the sun beats down, and it's warming up beautiful now. And Jeff, you agree with that? Cold mornings make fishing best in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah, and you know, these last couple days, about noon is when life starts getting real interesting.
I'm not giving up on the bobber.
Oh, don't give up on the bobber. The bobber's been hot. I want to see more of those big bluegills.
Yeah.
Come on, you're acting like Tex Mena. Get this
I
fish
miss
in.
Tex, though.
Ooh, here you go. There
Little guy.
you go. Is it? Ooh, is that pretty?
Look at how, wow.
Now you can see that fish still has eggs in it. It's spawning,
really?
but isn't the colors on that brilliant?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I really like that. Ooh, the next cast, Dad. The next cast.
Is that another one of those pumpkin seeds?
I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now walk that right up to the camera,
Wow,
Blake.
this one is
and yeah,
neat.
I mean, that's a good sized fish too. What is that, about 7.5, Jeff?
Yeah, close.
Are these good to eat?
Oh, they're wonderful.
They're just like a bluegill.
And I'll tell you
Yum.
what, you know, Blake, if we were going to keep fish today, I just kept that one pike because I like pike. But those bluegills are absolutely wonderful. But this time of year when they're spawning, I don't like to keep them. And if I was going to keep them, I'd maybe keep 5, you know? You'll pick that one up and let them go. But 5 is plenty for you and me.
For sure. I hope this isn't a little pike.
No, but you're having fun with your bobber.
I am. Hey, no matter how
If you reel a little bit faster, you won't get all those weeds. And
What has she got
what
there?
the heck is
I don't
this?
know.
Bass. Oh, big bluegill. Nice
Oh,
bluegill.
is that get that one in, Blake. Get that one in. Just let them in. Just that is a big bull bluegill.
Wow, that is a chunker.
Nice one, Blake.
I think this is one of the biggest I've ever caught.
I think that might be. Well, yeah, I think you got one through the ice that was a little bit bigger, but look at him next to my teensy pike I just caught. That now
That
hold
is
it.
gorgeous.
Show the folks. Hold your hand right up to it like that, and that way you can get an idea.
Is this an average size
For here, Jeff told me on the phone last night to expect to see some 9s, and we'll get a measurement on that before we throw that back. But Jeff has said he's gotten them up. Well, how big, Jeff?
Well, I've caught legit 12s.
You've caught 12 inches out here. And again, they're very vulnerable this time of year when they're spawning, so we'll throw these back. But put them on the bump board, get a measurement. I'll bet you he's 8.5.
All right.
8.5?
Nope, it's a 9er.
That's a 9-inch bluegill.
Wow.
Beautiful. We'll throw them back. You know, that's neat though, Blake.
Woohoo!
You know,
Jeff told me to cast right there.
right in the opening of the weeds.
Yep, and I got her.
And these fish are right on top of shore, folks.
Yes.
You got a teensy there, another teensy.
Oh, another pumpkin seed.
But that's, you know, not a bad eater right there.
Hey, there's got to be some little ones to find the big one. That one attacked my worm.
Okay,
What did you get this time, Blake?
Well, I hope it's another one of those big ones, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that looks like a decent fish. Oh, big
there's
pumpkin
a pretty
seed this time.
sunny.
Wow, I just can't get over that color.
I know.
So beautiful.
They are gorgeous.
Yeah.
And they seem like they're about as common as the bluegill, huh?
Yeah, I
Probably
guess.
even more.
Really? I mean, look at brilliant
Yeah.
color on that.
So that big stomach means there's a bunch of eggs in there?
She's full of eggs, and of course, you know, throw those back because you got such a great bluegill factory here. You want to sustain the population by letting those go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We got ourselves ooh, look at this. There's I wonder if we should.
That's a legal walleye.
There we go, nice walleye there. And ooh, yeah, they are nicely built fish here too, Jeff. And kind of fun, you know, fishing in this real shallow water, folks. What I do with these Kalen's jerk minnows, I'm only using a 16th ounce jig head, and we're only fishing. I caught that walleye was in 3 feet of water, Jeff. That's what's so amazing. But that's a beautiful fish right there. And you know what? You promised me a potpourri today, and we're getting it. Folks, breaking news from Fleet Farm. Take a look at this. Floating Salmo Hornets, just $5.99, and Fleet Farm has the best selection of exclusive colors in the entire Midwest. Salmo floating lures, just $5.99.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2019 Fishing Contest.
Chuck Wickard of Iron Ridge caught this 32-inch walleye on Lake Erie on a crawler harness. Nick LaGrossa of Milwaukee boated this 50-inch muskie on the Wisconsin River on a minnow. Randy Poynton of Butamore caught this beautiful 46-inch northern on Gull Lake. He was using a chub. Justin Zobel of Mason City, Iowa iced this 17-inch crappie. He was using a rip and wrap. And this week's kids winners are Frankie Hauner of Rush City, Minnesota caught this 34-inch sturgeon on the Rainy River on a crawler. And Brecken Birch of Hugo, Minnesota caught this 29-inch walleye on Big Stone Lake on a swim bait.
Hey, Blake, we're heading out on Green Bay tomorrow, and the weatherman said it's supposed to be really, really rough. Just to be safe, I want to put in a higher capacity Johnson bilge pump.
Dad, you don't need all those tools to change a Johnson bilge pump. All you need is a higher capacity Johnson cartridge motor. It's that simple.
Hey Blake, that is really cool. I guess I won't need these. Johnson cartridge bilge pumps. The highest capacity, the easiest to maintain, and the easiest to install. Johnson Pump, our choice for safety and reliability.
If you'd like to check out the new Recon boats, you can schedule a test drive at the Lakeside Marina in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Simply call 920-231-4321. 231-4321, or go to lakesidemarina.com.
What lies beneath can no longer hide. New Mega Imaging Plus uses high-frequency sonar to show you fish and structure up to 200 feet below your boat and 200 feet out to either side. No more secrets, no more guesswork, just a clearer picture of the world below, down to a fish's species and direction. Because more detail means more of this.
Whoa.
Only from Humminbird.
You hooked up again there, Jeff?
Yeah, I got another northern, I think another eater northern.
Okay.
Oh no, nice walleye.
Nice walleye. Grab the net. It's right below your feet there. Right below your feet. Right below your feet there. All right, here we go. And, ooh, nice walleye, Jeff.
He smacked it.
I didn't. And you know, people don't realize that you can use jigs and minnows this late in the year, huh? The minnows?
Yeah, it's a little later than normal, but we're getting to that crawler transition.
Okay, that's a beautiful fish right there, buddy.
Yep, another one about 17 or so, 17 and a half.
Yeah. Hey, we got a little thunder in the background.
Yeah, it's a little inclement.
Well, what do you do when it's inclement? You take time out to cook some Johnsonvilles, right?
What a perfect thing to do.
You know, you cannot come up to northern Wisconsin without Johnsonvilles, and today I've got a real treat. These are flame-grilled cheddar sausage, and they do the grilling for you at the factory, folks, so all you got to do is put them on the grill for about 5 or 10 minutes until they're golden brown. They're made with 100% premium pork, and then they stuff them with Wisconsin cheddar cheese.
Oh, wonderful. Cheese is great, Johnsonville taste is great, but you know there's one thing to be better?
What?
Another one in this hand.
I'll get it for you. Johnsonville flame grilled cheddar sausage.
Look for them at your favorite retailer today.
Blake, I want to tell you, this Blackfish rain gear is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, thank goodness we have extra pairs in the boat today.
Yeah,
it was sunny all day, and now it's just rainy and cold.
Well, what I like about this Blackfish rain gear, seriously though, is the fact that it has the E-Vent technology, so it keeps you dry. But what does that E-Vent technology do?
It's 100% breathable, and it's very, very lightweight.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, it's honestly one of the best rain gear we've ever had.
Well, this should prove it to you. If you like fishing in northern Wisconsin, wait a minute, the weather will change, right?
Yep.
Got one of them back of the boat here, Jeff. I think it's a pike, but it feels a little bit bigger. Look at that rod bending, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least the pike have not stopped biting since the storm, you know? Okay.
Yeah, we've been still nailing them.
Oh, yeah, this one might be what you call an eater there, buddy. We'll see. We'll need the net, Blake. Oh, is it a dogfish? Or is it a smallmouth? I think that might be a nice smallmouth. Grab that net, Blake.
Then that would complete our circle of
Wow,
species.
that's a nice fish. Oh, yeah, Jeff, look at that.
Oh, dandy.
Beautiful smallmouth bass. That is a nice fish.
Nice stuff.
Yeah.
That's another fish in our species line.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what.
That's a heavy one,
I was
too.
talking to a guy at the boat landing, and they got a bass tournament coming up here, and he said, you know, wherever you got a point out here, try that spot, and that's kind of what I did. And there we go. That's a real nice smallmouth right there.
That's beauty.
Isn't that nice?
That completed our circle of species well beside muskies.
Ooh, this thing jumped. I think it's another nice smallmouth. Oh man, that is cool. Look at that rod bending, folks, too. Okay, here he comes. Oh yeah, that's another nice fish. Get him in that net there, Blake. Oh, nice job there.
Good job. Nice fish.
That's another beautiful bass. You know that?
That is a chunker.
Boy, and boy, do they fight too, folks.
They really love that jerk minnow.
That Kalen's jerk minnow, man, it's caught a lot of fish for me. But Jeff said to work right along. This is like, actually, it's like a little teeny island, isn't it, Jeff? Right here. Yeah. And boy, that's a pretty fish. And casting right up to the shoreline too, folks. Beautiful bass. And it's been a beautiful day.
That's a nice one.
Jeff Winters guides all of northern Wisconsin on a daily basis. For more information, call Jeff. That phone number is 715-385-9313, 385-9313.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From lawnmowers to lawn games, Fleet Farm has what you need to get the best backyard on the block. Whether it's season it, smoke it, grill it season. Green thumb is an understatement season. Or even, this is the life season. There's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it. Because we have it all. Fleet Farm. Built for real life.
Do you have any openings for the rest of the summer?
Yep, we got openings scattered, and Josh, he helps me out. He has openings. So we can take care of people just fine.
Sounds good, buddy. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know, we're going to fish it. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters in the Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie. This is me, and everything done, yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, John Gillespie. Hey, John Gillespie. Hey, John Gillespie. He's the fishing man fishing anytime he can, yeah!